Drage gledalke, dragi gledalci, naj vas napovednik festivala ImPulsTanz odpelje v novo sezono Parade plesa. Današnja oddaja bo v znamenju omenjenega festivala, ki se je med 12. julijem in 12. avgustom že 35. odvijal na Dunaju. Moja lanska odsotnost se je izkazala za dobro odločitev, saj je pogled na zadnji teden programa pokazal, da sem si letos izbrala šopek predstav in plesnih delavnic, ki so pokazatelj aktualnega dogajanja svetovne plesne scene. Če sem iskrena, nekaj nostalgije je bilo v zraku, saj se z nekaterimi izvajalci in organizatorji družim že skoraj 20 leti in pol. Vsako leto v drugačnem motu po ideji umetniškega direktorja Ismaila Iva, ki pa je bil na festivalu letos le kratek čas. Za pravo relacijo med plesom in glasbo je zato skrbel ustanovitelj in direktor festivala Karel Regensburger.
Ismail is working hard and tough in cold Sao Paulo. But he was here in the first week of the festival, despite his hard job as new ballet director of the opera in Sao Paulo and co-intendant of the opera house. He made himself free for 10 days and, well, it was very nice to see him, and I hope that very soon we can give him a visit. I started with a few pillows, and then after a while you then get a feeling in which direction should go, and you get nearly something like a theme. This time it was dance and music, the relation, and then it keeps on going, and we always try, like in the past, to give space for last ideas. And we finish the programmation then approximately 2 months before the festival starts. So Romania is one of our dearest neighbors, and I also am happy that we could welcome students from Slovenia, and I hope this relation becomes stronger and stronger and deeper. Overall budget of the festival is 5.5 million euros. Approximately half of it is coming mainly through the city of Vienna, but also through the Chancellery of Austria. Then we have around 400,000 from the European Union and international foundations, and further on 800,000 sponsorship and cooperations with certain companies, and approximately 1.5 million euros we make at the box office.
Torej finance 5,5 milijona evrov ostajajo vsako leto enake, številke o gledalcih, predstavah in splošnih aktivnostih pa so vsako leto nekoliko drugačne. Malo navzgor in malo navzdol. Letošnja bera je bila naslednja. 121.000 udeležencev si je ogledalo 157 predstav, ki so bile 97% razprodane. Lani jih je bilo 6.500 več. Plesalci, ki prihajajo od vse povsod, pa ostajajo zvesti Dunajskemu plesnemu poletju in številka 40.500 ostaja enaka. Enako kot razlogi, zakaj biti del festivala ImPulsTanz.
Happy to be here. It means to improve my movement, my kind of body language, and meet some new people, open my mind.
It's very famous. The atmosphere, I think it's very free and very natural. People, they have a pool here and they're very enjoying it. I can see the passion in them, how they love dancing.
It's very interesting to be in such a space, to see how people define an idea of art today and how they shape their bodies, how they shape their proposals. It's a good spot to understand the scene, and it's also very uplifting to see that many people and to see small companies, big companies being brought together.
I heard many times about this festival from different people, and I also checked the list of workshops, and I saw just interesting teachers there and interesting pedagogues. So I chose workshop which was very interesting for me. That's why I came.
There are actually many reasons why I'm here. It's just
you know, you spend so much time with beautiful people, and during the workshops you learn so much, and all the teachers are so inspiring, and they give their full everything to you, and so you can really observe so many things from them, and it's very you know, interesting to see how every teacher is different, and they teach different, and they move different. So that is what I like the most, I think. And yeah, the energy here, it's just so lovely.
Na plesnih delavnicah, ki potekajo v starih vojaških skladiščih v Arzenalu, so bili med pedagogi letos tudi Slovenci in Slovenke. Jurija Konjarja, ki je poučeval improvizacijo, in Ireno Tomažin z glasno delavnico sem zamudila, ker sta bila julijska gosta. Vedno pa ujamem Uršo Rupnik, ki asistira Joeju Legadu nekaj tednov in že dolgo vrsto let.
Jaz sem že kar nekako navajena, mislim, da sem 8 leto zdaj tle asistentka in nekako ni mojega poletja brez ImPulsTanza in brez Joeja. Se pred workshopi smo se že en vikend prej dobili, zato da vse sestavimo, zato da z drugo asistentko, da vse znava. V bistvu je kar velika odgovornost po eni strani, da pomagala sestavljati klase, zato ker enih stvari Joe enostavno ne more več, predvsem kar se talih stvari tiče, pa da preizkušamo razne stvari, pa da on naj sprobava in tako naprej. In po drugi strani potem na samih delavnicah moramo vse pravilno pokazati, pravilno slišati glasbo, razložiti stvari in pač biti tukaj in za Joeja in za vse udeležence. V nekaterih primerih je to čez 50 ljudi. Prehajajo gibe eden v drugega, eden iz drugega in hkrati daje tudi zelo veliko pozornosti na muzikalnost in na ritmičnost. Pomeni, da ni to zdaj vse splošen flow, ampak može biti zelo znotraj in glasbe in ritma, vedeti, kje so poudarki in kdaj en gib sledi drugemu in tako naprej.
Well, definitely there's more like floor work, and I try to incorporate more floor work into my process. The assistants that I work with, they really contribute to that, because of course I don't go to the floor, but between us we just create some floor that will I don't know, stimulate my aesthetic and artistic senses, so that and also we try to use the movements of the hands and take them on into the floor, so that whatever we do standing up, we try to apply to the floor. So in that way I connect to.
So Urša Rupnik is a perfect match for you.
Oh yes, I mean, Urša, there's several people that I work with, but Urša is definitely one of them.
Pedagoge še vedno izbira Rio Rucinger, ki vsakič išče nekaj novega, trendovskega, posebnega, v simbiozi s tradicijo in jasno povpraševanjem. Lani je bilo 265 delavnic, letos 229.
Quite a lot of new workshops and workshop teachers. We have this year 40 new teachers here in Arsenal, and a whole new scheme, this music persistence scheme. I'm really a very happy person, and I'm sad always when it ends. Physically, it's very healthy, I guess, for it to be over. But emotionally, yeah, there's a family that dissolves in the end. A festival family of the team.
Eden takšnih posebnih pedagogov je bil Jose Agudo s flamenkom v sodobnem duhu.
I grew up with flamenco, and that is part of me. Even if I don't want, it's just there. So I just, when I go into the studio, I go with the idea of the flamenco, the feelings, and then just bring it into a contemporary context. And then depending on the piece that I do, I will adapt, and kind of borrow things from the flamenco world. It is a great opportunity. I've been coming here for already 4 years, I think, around 4 years, and it's a great opportunity, to meet many people, and a big responsibility as well, not only to pass something through, to the next generation or even to older generation as well, but to bring some the weight and the love for dance. That's for me the most important thing. That power, the power of dance, I would say, and how that brings us together.
Vedno se razveselim, ko vidim duet Archie Burnett in Brahms Bravo La Fortune, ki sicer poučujeta vsak zase, a prihajate iz enakega miljeja. Wogging, whacking, clubbing, battle, nazaj v tiste dobre stare čase, ki se jih oba tako rada spominjata in delita z novo generacijo.
The thing is, these generations, they're taught to do dance from the outside in. They're not taught to do dance from the inside out. See, these dances are social dances. They were done in the club. By doing it in the club, first of all, the first primo thing is music. These kids are not raised around music. They're raised around doing the outside, let's put it this way, the structure. They concentrate on the structure because they feel that, well, if I'm doing point, or step, that's the dance. No, that's not the dance. Let's put it this way. If you were an architect, the architectural part of the dance is what you're doing, but you are not doing the dance itself. Ergo, there's a difference between learning a step and living through a step. When you have a club atmosphere in the classroom, your anxiety goes away. These things come to you freely when the anxiety is not there. So you try to create an environment that says, well, if you're silly, be silly. It's okay. But you see, these kids are raised in a judgmental society. That means if I go to the club and there's a circle, you got to do your best shit when you go to the circle, or else they're going to talk about you and you're going to be embarrassed. That's too much pressure. In the club, you can fall, bust your ass, nobody cares. See, that's what it is like in New York. Now, here's the thing. Whenever you're learning urban styles, or styles that are quote-unquote hip-hop, you can't do it from the Viennese side. You have to do it from the urban side. That's like me saying, okay, I want to learn the Viennese waltz. And I learned the Viennese waltz in New York, and it's not the same shit in Vienna. You know what I mean? You have to do it from the Viennese side. You can't do it from the New York side. We're raised clubbing. We're raised being social. Over here, the most social people do is they go and they drink. They don't dance with each other, they just drink. You know? Because alcohol is the medium for which it makes somebody lower their anxiety and inhibitions to feel free. Well, I got another thing for you. Why don't you let the music make you feel free? It's a lot healthier, you know?
My feelings when I come to Vienna is always a feeling of freedom, expression of self. That's why I love coming here to teach all the classes and the different people. And the dance is important. It's an international dance festival, so we must all be international people dancing at a festival. So you have 3 chances, before, during, and after, to share, to express, to ask why, how. And then we share. It's all about sharing. The whole process is sharing. I try and teach in my class 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Don't try and go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you just keep with 4, it can give you the whole room. Not trying to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's too much of a process.
Ulični ples oziroma ples na odprtih prostorih je letos imel veliko veljavo. V Anton Benja parku se je vsako popoldan plesalo. Zadnja delavnica pa je bila v rokah in nogah v Turčiji rojenega Liča, ki je odraščal v Dunajskem okolju. Izvedeli smo vse o parkurju.
I'm going to show them step by step what it means to get to know your body a little bit, if you know what I mean, and tell them exactly on what to look at and what to be careful of and be advised of in terms of your joints, for example, your legs and your arms, the movements when you're trying to jump from one point to the other point, for example, or what it means to actually do some running or proper running, how this looks like. And I mean, it does sound a little bit weird, of course, to be teaching what it means to run or how it looks like or how it should feel like. Like parkour is the art of movement, which means that we run from A to B as efficient as possible, and efficient can only be subjective. Like you can only, I can't tell you what is efficient for you, for example, but I can show you what it means to be efficient. It's too free to be limiting itself, if you know what I mean. Like I can't put it in any category, because parkour is just a name for something natural that is in us, in every single human being, in my opinion. And we're just trying to find out who we are in reality in terms of movement, because, you know, going up the stairs is nothing natural, because stairs are man-made, and yeah, we just adapted to this, and that's what we're used to, but that's not what I believe in movement. That's not movement for me.
Predstavo avstralskega breakerja in koreografa Nika Powerja v izvedbi kamboškega plesalca Eraka Mita in avstralca Arona Lima bi lahko občudovali tako na odprtem kot v zaprtem prostoru. Za b-boje pač ni ovir.
It's a hard dance, especially breaking, like b-boying, which is the true dance style of hip-hop. And so I think it's very popular to do sort of commercial hip-hop, and also b-boying has got very large worldwide. When I first started dancing, you know, it was kind of an underground thing. Now it's sort of larger, and it takes years to be great at b-boying, and also to understand the culture, understand and to enter battles, and there's this whole lineage and culture behind it. And so when you take it away from that realm and put it on stage, I think that it's important that you ask yourself some questions about why are you taking hip-hop from a battle or from the streets and putting it on stage, and you have to have some good answers for that, and you have to have some people who are interested in coming along for that ride, because not all b-boys want to do, you know, a contemporary show. Most of them just want to battle and win and, you know, things like that, which is completely valid and completely in context, and that's where hip-hop lives. So for me, my philosophy is I take only really the movement language of hip-hop, and we take that and we put it into and use contemporary choreographic techniques to express hip-hop a different way on stage.
And then I saw they do head spin, air flare, so I maybe I should do it. And then I asked, okay, how can I join it? And then okay, yeah, you can. We open for all the kids. So he bring hip hop to Cambodia.
The whole culture, it's got hip hop is the culture. Like breaking is just a dance form, but there's the hip hop music, which is our music. You got graffiti, which is visual arts. It's a whole culture.
Nik in Aron sta se predstavila v Arzenalu, ki je zbirališče preteklih, sedanjih in bodočih plesalcev in ljubiteljev plesne umetnosti. Večina njih so z delavnicami tako zasedani, da nimajo niti časa, niti moči, da bi si zvečer ogledali še kakšno plesno predstavo. V 5 dneh, kolikor sem jih imela na razpolago jaz, pa sem si zato ogledala 8 plesnih predstav. Najbolj sem se veselila kanadske plesalke in koreografinje Louise Le Cavalier, nekdanje članice slovite skupine La 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 Human Steps. Louise pravimo kar kanadski torpedo, saj je njeno gibanje eksplozija energije, predstava Battleground pa je bila v vročem dunajskem večeru res nekaj posebnega.
This time it's even more special because the concern is really the heat. But it's really nice to be part of it again and teach and do shows, and we change theater, so it's never exactly the same each time. They have different t-shirts. It's the movement that brought me back to the book that I had read maybe 10 years ago. Well, the movement first brought me to something else. The movement that was coming in the studio reminded me of characters from maybe Miyazaki's film, where they are sometimes transformed and they lose some of their capacities, or they grow older, or they become a stick, a character becomes a stick, so has just one leg to walk. So I played with this difficulty with the first dance of the piece. And then this character of Le Chevalier came back to my mind, and I thought it was very interesting that this was a character with no body, but just an armor and a mind. And to consider the body as an armor was very interesting, and it gave me lots of ideas to create a piece. I like to have someone with me, and when I'm secure enough, I can go ask someone to work with me, but I need to have ideas and material developed a lot by myself, then I can ask someone to join in. And I don't know why I always choose a man, because it's easy for me, the physical communication in the studio with a man. Elsewhere is different. I have very good communication with women also. But in the dance movement, maybe because I've been used so many years with La La La, working with men a lot. There were other women and we had little duets sometimes, which were very fun to do. But maybe the complementarity of the physics of a man and a woman allow for me more possibilities choreographically for now. It's good to take a break because if not, I just drain myself and then I have no strength. This needs a lot of strength. But I found out with years that working hard to get the best results is not to be working all the time. I think I'm working when I'm not working also. Everything that I reflect on, what I read, other physical activities also nourish the body and makes me able to continue perform that kind of work.
Britanka Jamila Johnson-Small na prvi pogled izgleda kot Grace Jones in je bila del izbrane mlade ekipe, ki se je potegovala za koreografsko nagrado sekcije A-Tension.
It's not so often, or there are not so many choreographers from the UK in this festival. Then there's quite a divide between the continental Europe dance scene and the UK, which is a shame. So for me to be here is good because I want to push that dialogue, you know? I think it's important. It's definitely, there's a lot of dancing. Dancing is very important to me and it's a huge part of the thing. But there's a lot of music, there's also video and a sort of shifting relationship to the audience. So maybe, yeah, people could say it's on the edge of something immersive, but it's also very much a stage show, you know, a choreography.
Jamila nagrade ni prejela. Med 8 tekmovalnimi predstavami je zmagala Švedinja Ofelia Jarl Ortega, ki je bogatejša za 5000 evrov in plesno rezidenco na festivalu prihodnje leto. Selektorja Mihael Stolhofer in Kristine Standfest tudi tokrat nista izbrala nobene slovenske predstave.
Unfortunately, this year not, which is wrong, I would say. For this, I think that this year there were 2 reasons. One has really had to do with the funding situation. Carl, the director, he mentioned it briefly that A-Tension series is basically linked or was linked to a European Union Creative Europe project. And we were exactly waiting until after the beginning of the festival whether this project will go on or not. So actually also our travels were limited this year. And to be honest, until March we didn't even know whether we could host 4 or a bit more positions in the A-Tension series, or if we maybe suspended for this year at all. So I'm super curious to see what's going on in Slovenia, because as far as I know, right, the situation is super difficult there as well. I just know of many artists who left, for example, Ljubljana, which is a great pity because it was such a strong scene for contemporary dance, not only when it comes to artistic developments, but also when it comes to critical discourse and really spreading ideas and visions of what contemporary live art, performance and dance could be today.
Dunajska gledališča, nekatere muzeje in različna prizorišča poleti zavzame sodobni ples. Letos pa je bila neravno plesna predstava izpeljana celo na prepoznavnem kiosku za klobase in hrenovke pred kazinojem na trgu Schwarzenberger. Andreja Maurer je pesnica-performerka in je tekste plesnih predstav izrezala, nalepila na list papirja in jih interpretirala v svojem ritmu z namenom, da bi ljudje lažje razumeli plesno predstavo, na katero odhajajo.
Würstelstand is a very dialogic place. And people hang out a lot there and they talk and they, you know, reflect. And so for me, it's a very interesting place. And then also, it's not only that I'm, you know, geographically or architecturally on the side. It's also that I'm using the announcement text of the performances that are happening inside to take them apart and make a new text out of it. And also press text is a very unique format that is always like more people are working on it. It's a little bit the artist, it's a little bit the organization, and it's kind of a little bit, it's a weird text format that can be also a pain in the ass actually, you know, like to some people, and sometimes they're good and sometimes they're really not good. And I create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, poems that I find inside this like 5, 6, or 7 sentences, these short paragraphs that are actually the announcement text. So I see it actually, it's like a poetic service for the people who, most of the people don't read the announcement text, or the people who read them, it doesn't matter, but it's kind of a poetry service.
Večina velikih imen je Dunaj obiskala v juliju. Mariš Ujnar, Ana Terese de Kirsmaker, Rosas, Ane Juren, Ivo Dimčev, Max Stewart, Mark Tompkins, Jan Faber so polnili dvorane s predstavami, s katerimi so navduševali že v prejšnjem stoletju. Nekoliko posebna in mlada generacija, zagotovo Florentina Holzinger, pri kateri me je vedno malo strah, kaj si bo na odru zamislila. Ostaja zvesta svojim barvam in velikim figuram na sceni. Insect Train je bil na trenutke vseeno nekoliko infantilen.
It's the product of a collaboration between me and the Argentinian choreographer Cecilia Bengolea, and it's the product out of a couple of small encounters that we had last year, dealing with subjects that we were kind of curious about and interested in, and that's like, yeah, themes around nature and versus human and animals, and yeah, I think also we both had a certain interest, because I think both of our works are very closely connected to figurative dance somehow, and we tried to find a way to go beyond the figure somehow and really channel something different. And for me, it was kind of fun what would happen if not Cecilia and Florentina make a show, but we give ourselves to other forms or animals and let them create a dance, because we kind of both created a certain legacy, so we don't actually need to do the work anymore. We can give our name to somebody else.
Vsi skupaj smo lahko na Dunaju ponovno čez leto dni. Tokrat bomo med 11. julijem in 11. avgustom ponovno spremljali, kaj novega in kaj starega nam bo pripravila Impulsova ekipa. Bodo organizatorji presegli samega sebe ali pa se držali Arčevega nasveta?
KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple.
That's the recipe?
It's easy. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. When you have all these other complications, you have problems. Keep it simple.
Naša ekipa vam torej pošilja en velik kiss. Naj ostane enostavno neumno. In vas vabi ponovno v našo družbo čez 14 dni. Zato, ker je dan s plesom odličen dan. Lep plesni živjo, do prihodnjič.